Welcome to Mount Pleasant Live. I'm Mike Heaton, your host. I'm here again with Nick Steffens. It's great to be back in the studio after a week.
Yes.
How you doing, Nick?
It feels like it's been longer than a week.
Well, you're in the studio every day, aren't you? It's just a different studio.
It feels like it's been longer than a week since I've seen you.
It does that. Yeah, it does that sometimes.
I'm kind of upset.
Oh, that makes me feel good. Thanks. You miss me?
Why don't you have a mustache like everyone else?
So Nick has inspired. He's done this very inspiring thing here in Mount Pleasant. All these people are rocking mustaches, and I think it's because of Mount Pleasant Live.
And well, you have shaved.
I did. I completely shaved everything. I'm usually bearded.
And you shaved the mustache too. Kellen has a mustache. Ray has a mustache.
I know. Kellen did too. Yeah.
I have a mustache.
Yeah. You know, it's. Can I be real for a second? Yeah. So I'm trying to get healthy. It's summertime, and I'm trying to get healthy and so I usually use the beard to cover up the second or chin,
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to. I figure if I look at it every day and I see it, and you guys see it, then it makes me actually want to get healthy and lose weight.
The mustache is fun. Makes you look like Tom
So
Selleck.
I could do the mustache and still go on like a little weight loss journey and be healthy, right?
Yeah, it'd be
I like that.
It's a confidence boost.
Oh yeah, the confidence boost.
You're like it's a Tom Selleck type of vibe.
So you have to get the really bushy mustache to get going.
Oh yeah,
I can get one in a week. Should I try to grow one by next week?
Yeah, because I want to see if you can actually do it in a week.
Bring it on. Okay, challenge accepted. Now just for the record, I have to get this passed by the boss, my wife. Yeah, she'll have to approve it. I'm not sure how she feels about mustaches. She put up with the beard for years, so we'll see how it goes. For those of you who haven't logged out already, this actually is a really, really fun episode. Our guests today are Danny Murphy and Tatum Kane from Preppin Momma, which is this really cool food and freeze-dried food company that just started last February. We're going to go all into that. Just welcome to the studio, by the way. We're just glad to have you guys here.
We're glad to be here.
This is going to be a fun conversation. I get really, really high on new businesses in town, like in the region, especially around ag. Anything to do with food at all, like that's our heartbeat. It's who we are. And it just shows that we're a vibrant community when we have new businesses start. And so I'm really excited to dive into that with you guys today. So it's going to be a great conversation. Before we do that, let's talk about the weather.
Yeah.
What do we got today?
It's not as hot, 85 and partly cloudy. I'll take that.
Yesterday was pretty nice. Did you get rain?
When I drove back from Washington, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I was coming down Cedar Rapids and I got hit pretty hard by a good rainstorm.
And then Mount Pleasant, nothing.
No, in south of town. You guys are down in Hillsborough, right?
Yeah, we got like a tease.
It's just nothing. Yeah. My brother farms down in Salem and, I always say that wrong. My sister-in-law farms down in Salem. My brother helps out, as I like to say. But yeah, they've had nothing. I mean, it has just been so dry.
The grass will be green.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Most of mine's gone dormant. Like it's all brown, I think at this point. Yeah. The stuff is exposed to the sun, right? The stuff that's under the trees and stuff that's pretty green, but it's tough right now. Farmers are starting to look and they're checking out their insurance policies. This see, is it 80%, 85%?
Herb garden, I'm kind of upset.
You have an herb garden?
I do have an herb garden.
Wait, what?
I had one.
Yeah, I had
what?
one.
Okay, talk to me about this herb garden. I have no idea. I never heard of this.
In the back, I have like all the herbs I would ever need for cooking, and then they're all dead now because it's been so hot. And I forgot to water them one day. Yeah. And now they're just shriveled up and sad.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That's too bad. We're going to get into good food, though, here in a little bit with Preppin Momma, and I'm really excited to talk to you guys about that. Before we get to that, we have some really cool events coming up. And of course, it's the big ones at Addington Place.
Yep.
Again, no, is it the same one? Is this different?
It's a different. It's the same. I think
it's like a whole theme this year.
Was it like a monthly theme?
I think so.
Wine theme.
The Aloha summer. It might be the whole summer.
Yeah.
I think so. If you have a wine shirt or Lay's or whatever it is, go on over to Addington Place. Evidently all summer.
Yeah.
This time on June 28th from 3 to 4:15 p.m. We're having the Senior Sip and Paint. Okay, that looks like fun and maybe a little dangerous.
Oh yeah, they provide the glasses, canvases, and paintbrushes.
So wait, they're painting wine glasses?
Well, no, yeah. How are you going to drink the wine? Out of your hands, you animal.
Okay, let me read this out. Okay, join our CRC. What's CRC mean?
CRC? Join our CRC.
Cody, if you're listening, post it on Facebook. What's CRC mean? Artists Cody Fleetner. He's an artist too.
And a professional bingo caller.
He's a professional bingo caller and an artist. That's impressive.
Well, if you run the joint, you get to put whatever title you want.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Cody was on last week for one of our episodes, and it was a riot to put it mildly. And half the stuff we couldn't even put on the show, I don't think. But it's at Addington Place in Mount Pleasant. He leads another painting lesson, yet another one, accompanied by wine and other beverages. That does sound dangerous for Cody. We will provide the glasses, canvases, and paintbrushes as Cody guides us through the afternoon, stroke by stroke.
Well, who's providing that wine?
That's a great question.
Is it BYO?
Is it BYOB? Okay, how long do we have? What is today? June?
It's the 27th, so we have until tomorrow.
No, so we won't be able to talk more about it on Thursday. So check out our Facebook posts, our comment section. We will have answers to those questions. Maybe. We'll see. Make a reservation. No, this one actually requires a reservation to do it tomorrow. So it's 319-385-7227. It's an event that's free and open to the public, but in order to have the right supplies and stuff, you need to let them know ahead of time. That's awesome. That's going to be a fun event. That's the only big event we have this week that I know of other than community band in the park.
Yes.
Which is on Thursday night, 7 o'clock.
They have a little t-shirt contest going right now for designing their t-shirt.
I've heard that. You can go to their Facebook page, right? It's the new Mount Pleasant Community Band. If you're into graphic design or just art in general and want to design a really cool logo for their t-shirts.
Yep. You get a $25 gift card if your design's chosen.
Okay, that's epic. What's a gift card to? Do you know?
No,
I don't know either. Yeah. Also pie. There's also pie. PEO does pie. Arts Impact usually does some face painting. I don't know if they're there this week. They were there last week. I know. It is a fun event. Great family fun. Doesn't matter your age. Doesn't matter if you have a family. Just go. It's a good time. It's a classic small town Midwestern moment on the Thursday night in the summertime on the square with the band.
My goal is to get Adam Krieger on this show. My old band teacher.
That would be awesome. See, everyone tells me, I had Adam Krieger as my band teacher back in the day. He was 2 years below me in school, 3 maybe. So I never had him, unfortunately. But a lot of people did. He's fantastic.
Yep.
He's fantastic. You know who's in the community band?
A lot of people.
A lot of people. My kids are.
Yeah.
But Jim DePriest is in it.
I thought I saw the back of his head on one of the photos when I was doing Newsbreak.
Yeah, so he's gone from the master to the Padawan. Like he flipped, right? Like he's just hanging out in the band and just being one of the band members instead of being in front conducting. Yeah, it's good times. Good time. Did you guys? Where are you guys from again?
Well, right now we're in Hillsboro.
You're in Hillsboro?
Yes.
So did you grow up around here at all? Like where did you grow up?
Basically Washington, I would say for sure. But I go to Mount Pleasant High School, so I saw.
Okay, that's what I need to hear. Thank you. Okay, good. Woo! Washington. For those who don't know, Mount Pleasant Live has an ongoing rivalry. They don't know about it yet, but we have an ongoing rivalry with Washington Live. So I'm glad to hear that you came to your senses and went to school at Mount Pleasant. Sure. It's a good thing. The sports guys are going to get mad at me, aren't they?
They're Mount Pleasant.
They're Mount Pleasant folks. That's a good point.
Hunter's New London. That's
that's a good point. That's a good point. All right, enough bouncing around. We're going to go to commercial here in a second, but before we do, I want to talk a little bit about Preppin Momma because I am so excited to. You know me, I get really excited about new businesses and stuff. But give me just the very, very basics. You guys, you're a tag team duo, mama-daughter situation here where you started your own company?
Yes, absolutely. So the whole thing started just because we wanted good quality food for our family. So, I think that obviously food's a topic of conversation, American food worldwide, what's in it, how are we using it? I became really, really aware of that. We have some ongoing family health issues. So it's kind of a wake up call. Anyway, with that being said, we started baking clean foods and cooking clean foods, which started our baking line, and I'll share some more of that with you. But then we wanted to be able to grow and buy and preserve food when we found it.
Sure.
So we made a pretty hefty investment in freeze dryers, and it's absolutely the most superior form of food preservation, which I can't wait to tell you about. Yeah. And we have fruits and vegetables. We do some of our herbs and spices. We'll freeze dry those. They can store, potentially forever. We don't know. We know it can stay for 25 plus years because that's what the technology's supported so far. And then because of that, we have kind of the ability to also do freeze-dried candy, which are kind of all the rave right now. So those aren't quite as healthy.
But they're fun.
They're sure fun.
Nice. Okay, that's fantastic. So when we come back from the break, we're going to talk about those freeze dryers because those things are epic. I've seen those in play. I think Breadtopia has a couple over in Fairfield, and what they can do is unreal. And then how you rehydrate things, which is sort of fun.
Yeah, reconstituting the food
reconstitute. That's the right word. Yeah. We're going to get to that, but we're also going to talk about. I'm going to quiz Tatum.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
About what it's like working with your mom.
Okay.
All that.
Awesome. We'll be back right after the commercial.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
Bring the kids and share the memories from steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Maybe your memories are of great food from the North Village to the Log Village, or learning how to square dance over at the Dance Barn. This is the place where memories are made. Make plans now to enjoy the history of the past at the 2023 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 31st through September 4th in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tony Starr and Mike Welcher in Mount Pleasant today.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant Live. We are here with Preppin Momma. That's the best name in the world. Where did you guys come up with the name Preppin Momma?
We're preppers.
You're prepper?
Yeah.
Wait, preppers like in the sense like you have like a bunker in the basement with...
Well, I mean, if I let my husband, we would.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, so the idea is that, we are preppers. We want food put away if anything happens so that we have it.
Yep.
And
all my friends would always call her Mama
I'm
Kane
Mama.
when she came home, so Mama Murphy.
It's Preppin Momma.
Mm-hmm.
Preppin Momma. Okay, that's awesome. And, that goes back. I grew up, here in Mount Pleasant, and my mom was a canner. Right. And, that was a thing everybody did. Everybody did it. You grew stuff in your garden and you canned. I don't know how many green beans I picked every summer. Just rows and rows along the Skunk River. We planted a thing and always get flooded and it just drove me nuts. And I almost have like PTSD because of it, because there's so many. But I'll tell you what I would give for a can of those green beans. She put little bacon bits in there. And it's just like, right. And you guys are doing that and you're making a business out of it in a much more professional way than what we were just doing with canning our green beans. But tell me about that a little bit. Is this something you've been doing for a long time, just naturally? Is something that you like growing food? You like preserving food?
I'm just learning to grow.
Okay.
We just moved back in May, and so this is our first year attempting to garden on our own. We come from a line of food, in our families, but in the last 2 generations, that's been lost. You know, like my grandparents didn't need to do that anymore. It wasn't a need. Right. So they didn't teach my parents. And so I don't know. I grew up also with like a grandma who had it in the cupboard. And then when she was gone, it was gone.
Right.
So it's been on my heart to learn it. So I've been teaching myself. I started trying to can things like my chili because my kids love my chili.
Nice.
So I'll make 15 gallons of chili, seriously, and start putting that stuff away. And then they start eating and giving it away. But I didn't know how to do it. It was self-taught. And fortunately for us, we have the internet. So I use that a lot. And then
YouTube helps a lot. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And then I could stop, rewind.
Yep.
Yeah. But overall, I started researching more and realized that in today's world, we have an even more superior form of food preservation, and it doesn't potentially like blow up on your stovetop.
Right.
So, it was exciting. So my husband and I made this really lofty investment. At that point, my second oldest moved out and her bedroom became like this new freeze dryer room. Seriously, I'm not even lying.
No, it's like instant.
Like just We had
That's
warehouse
awesome.
steel and like a $5,000 freeze dryer just put in her room.
Wow.
And we started kind of learning, which you would think it's pretty like easy, hit the button and go, but there's some learning.
Yeah,
It's been a learning curve. But freeze drying is fantastic. It's a really, really, I get excited. Other people probably are like, oh yeah, that's really cool.
So when I think of freeze dried, I think of like, like little slices of banana,
Yeah.
things like that you get in a bag at the grocery store. It says freeze dried fruits and nuts or whatever, and then like eat them in the car on a road trip.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really my extended knowledge on it. Like, what all kinds of things can you freeze dry?
Well-
And wait, before you go there, I'm going to go after your daughter on this one and see if she can answer some of these scientific questions.
Put her on the spot.
What other things can you freeze dry other than bananas for a road trip?
Basically, everything, I would say. I mean, we've done salsa, we've done eggs. We've
Wait,
done
salsa?
salsa.
You can freeze dry salsa?
Yeah,
Oh, heck yeah. And it reconstitutes beautifully.
You just put water in it and it just goes back to
And
normal.
just you have salsa.
Right. And yep. I mean, when we did the eggs, my room stunk for days, but
Well, the shrimp. The seafood
shrimp?
really does kind
It just
of
is
make
not
things smell good. The
pleasant.
spices, it'll smell like an Indian market for like
Sure.
days.
Right.
Because you're
It's
pulling all
so
that
good. Yeah.
Yep.
the water and stuff out,
Yeah.
and so that's all going in the air.
I
And
love those. Like, we'll get whatever we get a hold of. But one of their favorite things is salsa, black beans, and rice. It's
oh,
the
so good.
they love it. So
Yep.
of course, when we're prepping, we're like, well, let's put some of their favorites.
Yep.
So salsa,
and it works.
Yeah,
You can reconstitute that, and it tastes legit.
it does. Like
Because all it
fresh.
is water out, water in, essentially, right?
Yes. And that's why people, I've had some people say, well, it takes out all the flavor. It absolutely doesn't. The only thing it removes is the water.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the two enemies of food are moisture and temperature.
Right.
And so you remove the moisture and it doesn't harbor the bacteria, it doesn't rot, and it saves potentially for all of your life if it's stored properly.
Wow.
The one thing that she didn't mention when you asked her, you cannot freeze dry oils. So
Yeah, that makes sense because it's not
Oils-
technically water, right? Yeah.
correct. They're not going to. They're going to go rancid because an
Right.
oil will not evaporate. So if you have really high fat foods,
Right.
they're
Even
gonna-
nuts and things like that would be an issue, I'm assuming.
they're going to eventually go rancid. You can preserve them for a longer shelf life, but you cannot preserve them for the full extent of time.
Okay.
So like when I do meats and stuff, it's a very different process than when I do vegetables.
Okay. But you can still freeze dry them. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Right.
just
You
not, you
can.
don't get the length and stuff on that.
Yeah.
But then you're talking like jerky. Is that what jerky is? Is that freeze dried meat?
Jerky is dehydrated.
Dehydrated.
Correct.
So give me the
So-
difference on that. There's the dry part, I assume, is the dehydration. What's the freeze part then in that context?
So
What are you doing?
when you freeze dry food, to take all the science and make it very simple, you put it in this vacuum chamber and it drops it down to sub-zero temperatures. And then as it warms it back up, it vacuums out all of the moisture from the food.
Okay.
So there's different temperatures we'll put it at. Candies, you'll go up to 150 degrees when it's warming back up. Other ones, it will go to about 120.
Okay.
That's your average for foods.
Yeah. So you're not necessarily cooking it or anything
You're
like
not
that.
cooking at all. It just warms it up enough to get that water to suck out, and then it just goes away.
Okay, that's awesome.
And you'll have a bucket underneath. So we just did a whole bunch of organic strawberries, and there's a 3-gallon bucket underneath, and that bucket will just be filled with water when you're done.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yep.
That sounds amazing. What's your favorite foods that you guys do?
For me, for sure, candy-wise, nerd clusters. Like all
Wait,
the
what?
way.
Yeah.
Wait, those aren't already freeze-dried nerd clusters? They feel like there's something that's already.
Right, they're very unique for sure.
That's awesome.
But if I had to do like fruit, I'm honestly stuck between like we've so far just done strawberries and bananas, but I love them both. I mean, I could probably eat the strawberries more than the bananas because I'm just a strawberry girl. But
Sure.
Yeah. So we are hoping to get some local organic blueberries here soon because I'm hearing that they're coming in for picking, and then we'll be doing a bunch of blueberries. But the thing is that makes it interesting. You have to remember too, we've only fully launched since February, and before that it was just hobby
Right.
for our family and perfecting so forth the trade. So we don't buy anything until we feel like it meets our standards.
Sure.
And then when we do, we usually get a whole bunch and then we process that. So we got a ton of strawberries from the Amish. And when I say a ton, I mean a ton of strawberries from the Amish.
Oh, yeah.
And
awesome.
we have 2 extra large machines and a large machine. And to put that into perspective, like your extra large trays, like they're huge. And we wash them, we slice them, we lay them out.
How big is this?
So
dryer?
there's 6 trays, and the trays are like huge, like huge trays. That
So when you say you took over a bedroom, you really took over a full bed. Like it's like
yeah, and that was
filled.
before. And so now, like in the new house, like
It's like a basement.
like we're just it is the business. So
Okay, that's incredible.
yeah, and now we're hoping to do the blueberries. I'd like to get some more berries as they come in season. But our goals, we have a few that kind of when we're going through, we're checking off. We do like to buy, if we're doing candies, we like to buy things that are made in America. When we are buying our produce, we prefer that we buy local and we buy organic. So
how is the market on that? Is there a lot of producers that can
So
get you local organic?
I'm meeting more people. It's funny, like when you kind of start to network, you find them.
Oh yeah,
because they
like
don't.
we have Mogo here in town, just south of town.
I've heard about that, and I've not done.
She's
business,
great,
right? With them, but like I've just recently heard about them.
Yep.
So there's like the blueberry farm that's out in Brighton that I've recently heard about. So that's where we're hoping to get our blueberries this year.
You heard of yesterday farm up in Mediapolis area?
If not
Mediapolis.
We get a lot of things too from the Amish. So we work a lot with the Amish community and buy a lot of our things. Our baked goods we buy there. We buy so. Let me show you.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got?
Yeah. So, and I don't know if you guys sample on camera, but I really encourage
We don't either, but we can definitely try.
So this is our number one, and this is our mini.
Oh my.
So I don't know. This is
a
our
mini.
We call it our not so mini, and this is our like top selling cookie.
So I was just trying to talk earlier about how I'm trying to get a little healthy here, but we're gonna put that on hold after looking at this because this looks incredible.
Really
The mustache isn't grown yet, so it's
I really do encourage you guys to give it a try. This is our top selling cookie. This is what got us started.
Okay.
So again, we buy all of our ingredients locally. So that has organic sugar, unbleached flour, farm fresh eggs. We grow our own eggs
from the back.
So there's real butter. We most of the time buy our butter in chunks again from the Amish, just in big logs. So that is our some more cookie.
Oh, good Lord.
And it is absolutely incredible. It's and that's why I'm like, I want you to try it because you won't taste this anywhere else. And it's because of our ingredients. So that is every piece.
I'm getting teary eyed. This is like, I mean, granted, I've been eating like healthy stuff lately, so like this is good Lord, that is so good.
Yeah, and it's because every single piece of that is quality. So it's real food. Now I can't speak to that Hershey's bar.
But icing on the cake, right?
Yeah,
Ice a little extra.
You see like the stretch.
Oh yeah,
the marshmallow.
Oh my
like
goodness.
It's just. So we're really proud of our line. So this is our baking line. And that's kind of what got us started in the kitchen. Then we obviously got our freeze dryer, and we have our fruits and vegetables that we do. And I don't have any of those with us, mostly because they sell as fast as I'm making them right now.
Sure.
So
Nick, we need to have them on monthly at the least. Just saying right now, monthly guest.
And,
go ahead,
and then we have our candy line, and this is where Tatum gets kind of excited. So
I love it.
I'll let her show you what's in the bag.
Which ones did we bring?
Well, you can just pull them out and be excited.
Okay, so this is our sour worms. Those are
them.
super fun. And then these.
Look at how much they
Wait, you make those?
Yeah. So
do you remember how the gummy worms looked? Like how small they were? Look how puff,
yeah. So that's like, and they'll crunch up, they powder up after, but they just
right. And then these are Skittles, and they puffed as well.
So do you rehydrate them?
No,
or not? You eat these straight up.
And it like won't.
So it's like a sour gummy worm, but it is like a Cheeto.
Well, and they they'll like melt in your mouth. So again, I want you guys to try a couple of things, but I'll let her show you what we've got.
Oh my gosh, these are the bomb pops! I'm so excited about these. Look how cool that is.
That was
that's a bomb pop, like a popsicle. Isn't that
like
insane?
a 4th of July special? You could have
right?
them.
Yeah,
I love the bomb pops. And then
I did not bring your nerd clusters.
I know, I'm really sad about that.
We just sold them all to Sanity Coffee.
I can't. Oh, okay, that's fine. I love Sanity.
That's one of my big questions I have is where are you selling stuff? Where's your market?
Well, so that's the thing that's just wild. This is like grown faster than I can keep up with it.
Great problem to have. Nice.
We are hoping that next month will be a licensed kitchen and we'll move out of that cottage realm. And then we're going to be able to sell things to stores. I am not kidding when I tell you I have people from everywhere that message and say, like, can you ship this? I would say once a week, we have a business reach out and say, I want your stuff in my store. And I'm like, well, that's really cool, but I can't do that. So, there's like, it's really exciting, but also we've had really cool partnerships in the area already. Yeah. So Sanity Coffee just got their first order from us yesterday, and she got those minis, some more minis.
Go get some coffee, guys, on Iris Avenue, Sanity Coffee.
She's putting them, I guess she's making a new deluxe drink that she's launching tomorrow or Thursday, so you guys watch for that. And it's gonna have like the Preppin Momma cookie and like I'm assuming a corresponding drink. Right. I don't know.
So it's called a deluxe, and so it's gonna have the coffee drink, and then on top it's gonna have a little coffee lid that has the cookie cut into 4s on top, along with like other like candies.
Guys, I'm trying so hard to be healthy, but you're making it really hard.
And then she bought what I had left of my Nerds because we just did Relay for Life this last weekend.
Oh, nice.
So she bought what was left of our Nerds, and I guess she's going to use those for some surprise.
That's going to be on another deluxe.
Nice.
So that'll be really exciting. We do some like pop-up stuff at Jefferson Antique Mall where you can get limited like supply of some of the candies as they come out. But yeah, the goal is to just keep growing. So we found out we can ship. So we've started shipping. These are scary to ship sometimes because like this will just squish.
Right. You have to have the right kind of packaging and all that. Yeah.
But I do want you guys, and I'm not trying to like take you off of your like.
No, we had
okay. So
as our listeners know, we have no agenda. We just love great conversations with people from the area.
I really want people to try these though, because I can't just tell you about this. Like
I think I've had the candy at Jefferson Street, the Antique Mall in Jefferson.
Okay.
Oh, you guys sell there as one of your partnerships?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
okay, hit me up.
But I don't remember what I had.
So this was a Skittle.
Okay, that's good. It was a Skittle?
It was a Skittle. It is no longer a Skittle. It is now freeze-dried candy.
Whoa.
And it's like the sugar will just kind of dissolve. It's crunchy. Some people refer to it as like crunchy popcorn. I don't know.
I eat it like popcorn.
Wild.
Yeah, that could be a problem. It could be a problem.
This here, which is wild, I don't know, like if the camera can see this very well, but these were Jolly Ranchers, and what happens when they go through that freeze drying process? The candy, the sugars kind of like crystallize and puff up. Right. So this is almost like a cotton candy at this point, but it's not. It's like a crunchy cotton candy. So it's obviously a whole new world of things. But yeah, so I'm going to give you one.
I have a pile of stuff.
Okay. So the thing with freeze drying that's also very cool is that it's a super concentrated, what's left is this super concentrated flavor and candy. It's just wild. And so you have to imagine right now that you're about to eat half of a Jolly Rancher in about 3 seconds. So imagine the flavor that's about to happen in your mouth.
I'm worried actually. Pop the whole thing in?
Yeah, just do it.
Here I go. Whoa.
So it's really, really fun. And it will melt and dissolve.
Woo! That's got some tartness to it, doesn't it?
So,
but it still has all the flavor of a Jolly Rancher.
Of the flavor, right?
You don't have to suck on it for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and it won't get stuck in your teeth or anything like normal.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and so we've also had people have come forward. Tatum had an experience where there was a high schooler who was like in tears because she's like, I can't eat any of this with my braces.
Right.
No, I can.
Right.
Not that we are trying to be candy dealers or anything, but we are.
Tatum's at school pushing candy.
Right.
I got some candy in the bag over here.
No, I literally was just passing out candy in the hallway.
Well, and then I do intend to buy a van, and people keep making fun of me.
Dealing candy out of a van. Dissolves easy in your mouth. Huh?
All right, so then this is
awesome.
my last one I'm going to share with you out of the candy line because it's another experience of kind of what it feels like when these things freeze dry.
Right.
But this is a Mamba. And this is my personal favorite freeze-dried candy, followed by the Bit O' Honey. Like that one I love again. And that's because these ingredients are like real. They're more real ingredients.
Sure.
And Mambas actually have real fruit in them. So it's kind of like a Starburst with some real fruit. So this actually ends up tasting kind of like a yogurt bite.
Let's give it a shot. See what we got.
So
Thank you.
There's
that's cool looking.
Yeah, so it puffs up totally different. It looks kind of like some people say like meringue, but it's not. It will dissolve as so you want to put the whole thing in your mouth and just kind of suck on it, but it will start to dissolve too.
Like just let it dissolve.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
So they're really wild, really cool experiences. That's what I tell everyone. I'm like, it's an experience. Like eating the food is an experience.
This is how she got us to shut up. Keep talking. That's well done. Well done.
So
never happened on the show before.
So, I mean, those are just some of the things. So our baked line, obviously, the s'more cookies, what I brought you.
Right.
We make other cookies.
Like candy sundae.
The candy sundae cookie is slowly becoming a new favorite of everyone's.
Nice.
Love that one.
So it has Twix bars in the middle. It's got M&M's, chocolate chips, and then on the top, it's got looks like a sundae. It's got your chocolate and there's sprinkles and more M&M's, and so it looks like a little cookie sundae. We do a lot of seasonal stuff. We have a lot of fun just making them.
So if our listeners want to get a hold of some of this stuff, they can. What are some of the closest? So you said Sanity Coffee.
Facebook is where you want to.
Facebook. You can order
find
direct.
us on Facebook. Yeah. So the thing is too, like we just kind of have pop-ups. We're home base. So there's businesses and stuff that are supporting us and that we're working with. You can find candy again at Jefferson. You could probably, Sanity's starting to make some specialty drinks with them. But if you want any of the items, you just would want to message us and we'll help you get hooked up.
Love it.
But yeah, so it's exciting.
That's incredible. It really is, and it's really good. They're not just joking when they're talking about all the real food and flavors. Like that's legit. Like really good. We got to go to commercial. I don't want to go to commercial. I want to keep eating. What else you got? But we're going to go to commercial. When we come back, I got a couple questions for our high schooler in the group. Starting a business as a senior in high school is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, and I want to hear more about what that's like and talk a little bit. I think we talked about your senior class coming up, which is we'll get to that all in a second. Okay. It's a really cool class of people, but I'm a little biased because Robbie's part of that class too. But and then we'll come back and then we'll also play our fun celebrity birthday game. All right.
At 5 Star Community Credit Union, we want to help you lead a better life. We offer competitive rates and convenient appointment times for all kinds of loans: auto, recreational vehicles, home equity, line of credit, holiday, and personal loans. We make it easy to build your credit and enjoy the good things in life.
We invite you to join 5 Star Community Credit Union. We are community-minded and member-focused. Come visit our locations in West Burlington and Mount Pleasant or online at 5starcu.org. Federally insured through the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
At Brown Shoe Fit, we pride ourselves on traditional sit and fit service that's been serving the Mount Pleasant area since 1952. At Brown's, we have shoes for the whole family. From kids to adults, we carry the finest footwear for every occasion. Whether you're looking for something for work, casual wear, or exercise, we've got you covered. And don't forget about our selection of safety toe footwear for both men and women. Come visit us 6 days a week and experience the best in traditional sit and fit service. Brown Shoe Fit, where quality and tradition meet.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant Live. My mouth is full. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Mount Pleasant Live. We are here with Preppin Momma, which is Danny Murphy and Tatum Kane, co-owners, mother-daughter duo. And I'm just well fed this morning. There's no other way to put it. This is so fun. We need to do this more often. Seriously, like all these we have incredible people all across the region that know how to bake well, cook well. We have great restaurants. We have restaurants on. We need to have them bring. I mean, we had a brewery. They should have brought the beer. Like, what are we doing? Yeah. Okay, we have a whole new model of how we do our shows. Now at 5 p.m. live. No, 8 a.m.
I'm at work though.
That's true. You're working. But it's part of your job. It's a.
I don't think me drinking on the job's gonna
go over well. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You can drink though.
Oh, did you hear that, Matt? I got permission. All right, so we're back, and I was talking to Tatum earlier. Tatum's a senior at Mount Pleasant High School.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And you don't hear of of seniors in high school starting businesses very often. And that's really cool that you've launched this. And I know you're doing it with your mom. What's that like to start a business at your age? What got you excited about it? What's sort of the driving force behind that?
For me, I would say my mom and I would watch baking shows all the time together, and we would pretend like we knew what we were talking about. And we were like,
did you watch the British Bake Off, the Great British Bake Off?
Oh yeah, exactly what we watched.
That's legit. My wife got me into that, and I was like, I couldn't stop after a while. Yeah,
that's for sure. I always think we should go and nailed it, but
no, we should not.
I'm like, it's a little stodgy, and I have no idea what stodgy means, but what's his name on this Hollywood? Paul Hollywood says that on the show. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. But so we would do that, and I just told my mom that there was a Christmas bake-off at my school that I was at that time, Logan Magnolia, and that's when we made our s'mores cookie, I think, wasn't it?
No, it is not. That's when we made that Yule log.
We made like this
chocolate Yule log.
We won, I think.
You went all in. Did it look like a Yule log?
It did.
So you did the whole make it look like something else contest
We
thing?
had this apparently this complex where we are like, yeah, we can do that.
Right.
We've never done that, but we can do that.
We nailed it, I thought we did great.
I mean amateur bake off, but yeah, we
was awesome. And I think that's what really started it. And then I showed mom some hot cocoa bombs that she was also looking at.
Oh my gosh.
We started doing that, and we were
Do you guys
selling
remember
those
that craze?
The hot cocoa. Oh yeah, where
right? Where it's like a shell of
and then you put it in the coffee and it opens up and does all that.
Well,
I've heard she's a cookie snob too.
She is a cookie
snob. What I heard
snob.
over the break? Tell me about this cookie snobbery thing you're talking about. Because what's it mean to be a cookie snob?
I have to have my mom's cookies just 24/7.
You won't eat anything else?
No, I just can't. It's just not the same.
She critiques them.
Seriously.
Everywhere. Crumble doesn't even she's
I can't eat crumble.
She's like, no way. It's
Crumble's
not,
the top of the line in Iowa.
know.
But I just had this. So I before I had that cookie, I would have been like, no, you can't go after Crumble. Crumble's no, but that kid.
She does. And she'll be like, no, my mom's cream cheese topping. They don't know what they're doing.
So good.
It's crazy. So
yes. But we did some hot cocoa bombs, and then I think we
some.
Okay, not that. We did a lot.
I'm not even gonna lie. So this was before anything, and we're again complex. Okay,
yep.
we're like they want how much for those? We can make that. So we did, and then we put a simple little blurb on Facebook, and we're like, hey, anyone want some? 400?
No, it was awesome.
Seriously?
I liked it.
400.
We had a neighbor that would get one I think.
Oh, she ended up doing deliveries weekly to people.
Yeah.
And we were charging $5 a piece. This was 2020 peak.
Right.
We were delivering. This was meet in the parking lot. Don't actually talk to each other. Hey, see you.
Again, this little sketchy thing we had going on with
this was
passing the bags of cocoa bombs. Interesting.
And we ended up having so many flavors.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Peanut
strawberry,
butter.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Oh yeah, and Andy's mint.
Yeah, and they were all beautifully decorated. We had we even started pouring chocolate,
drizzle, and then we would crumble up the Andy's mints.
We poured chocolate to look like little coffee beans and put them on the top, and they were caffeinated, and we couldn't sell them the liquor, but there's ones that would go really well with a Bailey's or
couldn't sell them with the liquor, but yeah.
But if you got it,
paper bags, you just hand it over. But I got you.
So it blew up.
Oh, that's amazing.
Then the cookies
came. We loved working together. I love being with my mom 24/7. Definitely a mama's girl. And then we
rocked the kitchen together.
Oh, that's awesome.
We did great. We were on routine. I knew when to go do the dishes or when to do something. We were just in routine. But and then we started doing the cookies, and we worked so hard on perfecting that cookie. I think it took about maybe a year. I want to say.
Yeah.
We were baking cookie once a week. I want to say.
Yeah, it was kind of an obsession for a while.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, nope, I don't like it. Even down to the vanillas. I'm like, nope, that vanilla.
That's not good. You got to do something.
No. That's how I knew that vanilla wasn't.
So when are you opening up your first confectory? What do you call those things? Like a retail space where I can just go in all the time?
A retail store.
You don't think so?
So, and that is because I have for way too much of my life been tied to retail hours. I will never do it.
Oh, that's fair.
But I mean, I'm sure we will have a store, but it will never have full-time retail hours. So
can we have someone else sell your products then? Because I just want to walk down the street and grab a cookie.
As far as that, I mean, we're working, like I said, to kind of bump up the business to the next step, and hopefully we'll be able to do some what do they call wholesale?
Yeah, sure.
And get it out to other businesses. But yeah, as far as having a retail store hour, everyone asks us that, and I like shoot that down so fast because not getting younger.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame the hard hours.
I don't want to be tied to store hours.
Yeah.
So
I totally get. That's why you have kids who are in high school. and then they get this. No, but no, that's brilliant. And then the model's amazing, especially if there's a market there, and there definitely is some market there. You just added one customer, quite frankly, two probably. Just incredible, seriously. And watch this. I'm really bad at transitions. The listeners know I'm bad at transitions, but. Have you ever thought of having a celebrity market your cookies? No, that was bad, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, you're also not transitioning to the right thing.
I'm not.
You need to transition to the national.
Oh, that's right. Darn it. I do this all the time. So I like getting into the celebrity. We have the celebrity, birthday game. And so I like transition to that. And I always sort of forget that we have our national day. And today is the wrong day for this.
Yeah.
Because it should have been last week when we had
I don't make them.
Cody on because he had his bingo night, didn't he? Last week?
I think so.
That
yeah.
all happened. I missed it.
Because he's a professional bingo caller.
He is a professional bingo caller. And this day today is National Bingo Day.
Oh. Go play some bingo.
It's been a theme this month for some reason.
Right.
So but they already did that over at Addington Place, but they do have bingo a lot over there. So go over and play bingo when you want to at Addington Place. But today is National Bingo Day. It's really exciting. Do you guys play bingo?
Well, I do on my phone. My girls used to call bingo, but I don't.
Where did you call bingo at?
In Washington when they had the senior center. Mm-hmm. But they were a little intimidated. That's a serious game.
No way.
They get into it.
I think some people get mad.
That's serious. Yeah. And so, but yeah, they used to help volunteer and call bingo.
That's awesome. I call for the Midwest Ultra Wrestlers Foundation. Sorry, I'm literally eating candy. I got to move this stuff away. For the Old Threshers Foundation, they have a bingo area over at Old Threshers, and so all the members of the board, we all take a turn doing bingo. And I had to go after Jason Goody. I don't know if you guys know who Jason Goody is here in town. That guy can call bingo like anybody. He's one of the best bingo callers. Everybody's happy and joyous, and I get in right behind him. And
nice.
B2. We'll say the cool thing that goes with it. And I'm like, I don't. B2. Let's go. And I mess up a lot, and I have to move things and stop everything. But for those who do call bingo well or play bingo, it's your day. Go play bingo today. I think they do have isn't it Tuesdays and Thursdays at Addington? They said last week.
I have a deep hatred for bingo.
You have a hatred for
because
bingo?
Because my family does bingo things when it's the holidays, and guess who never wins?
So it's just based on your lack of skill at bingo.
Yes. Is there
it's really all
that
skill.
Goes into bingo?
I mean, how many cards you playing at a time?
One.
Well, that's your problem to start with. You got to have at least 6, right? You got your grids, and you got to be able to see all the numbers and quick.
Right.
It's a whole skill set.
Well,
there's lots of practice.
I have no skills because I never win.
We'll forgive you. It's okay. It's okay. We all love bingo. Happy bingo, everybody. Despite
my hatred for
Nick's hatred for it. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, celebrities. See that transition? It was fantastic, right? Yeah, not good. So I just want to call out something real quick.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about this earlier with Tatum. Your class is awesome.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah, you're starting a business. You got some incredible talent in the music program and the athletics side. Just really cool senior class coming in. It's going to be, I'm biased as hell. My son's a senior, obviously, too. But we were talking about Drake Landau and his guitar playing skills, just another level.
Yeah.
He goes down occasionally to a jazz club down in Fort Madison and plays. And it was really funny. The first time he showed up, everybody's like, who's this guy playing a guitar? And then he had his solo part. And everyone just stopped
crazy.
and went whoa,
He's
holy
so
crap.
good.
Yeah.
A whole new who's this guy?
Yeah, exactly. It really was that moment. The whole place just sort of shut up and whoa. Yeah. It's just an incredible group of kids coming up through. Not kids, you're adults at this point almost, right? Almost 17, 18-year-olds.
They think they are.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Starting businesses, yeah. And just it's going to be incredible to watch you guys go through this last year. I mean, I'm going to ball because my son is, a senior and graduate, but just to watch you guys accomplish all the things you've been doing.
Yep.
And if you're in our community, this is a group to be really proud of, and the support, whether or not you're buying Preppin Momma stuff and supporting a young entrepreneur, whether or not you're going to the concerts and so on. It's going to be epic year. And I'm excited about the upcoming year.
I really am too. For sure. And I know we said this off the camera, but it's a group of world changing kids.
Yeah, it really is. They really care about their community. They care about the world. 100%. Yeah.
People. Like, I mean, everything they do with heart, and it's cool to see.
Yeah, for sure. We were joking. Summer Schrader, who can sing her lungs out. Oh my gosh, incredible voice, and then also shoot clay pigeons out of the air like very Mount Pleasant, Southeast Iowan, right? Like, just epic. Anyway, so I just want to say that real quick. A little plug to your class. It's going to be fun this year. Who will be famous celebrities someday? See that? Was that okay? Was that okay? Transition? Not bad. Okay. We have our what do we got today for our celebrities?
Well, I just want to point out, I think class of 2018 was better, but we had the. I
only know one graduate from that class. You? Who else? No, don't go there.
I can list them. So for the birthday game, I'm going to put famous people who are up on this. I'm going to put them on the screen. It's their birthday today. You have to guess their age. Within 3 years, you get a point. If you get it right on, you get 2 points. And then there's a bonus round at the end. Tobey Maguire is very small. Hold on. Make Tobey Maguire big. There we go. First up is Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man.
One of the Spider-Man. He was my generation. What was the horse movie he was into?
The horse movie?
Yeah, he was in a horse movie.
War Horse?
No, it's a famous one.
Secretariat.
No. It's a big one. I'm blanking on it. It's really famous. Yeah, Tobey
Maguire.
Horse movie. Yeah, there it is.
Seabiscuit.
Yeah, he won awards for that. It was epic. It was one of the better ones.
Was
yeah.
that?
2003.
Yeah, I'm old.
July
I know. I'm old. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with 32.
You're with his age? I'm going with maybe 34.
Seabiscuit was what, 2003? He was probably 25 at that time.
I mean, he was playing Spider-Man 2002.
I'm going with 48.
Yeah, he would be way older.
Is he way older?
Yeah. He is 48.
I've gotten good. I swear I don't have any numbers here.
You're fine.
So we're starting out to a 2-0 lead. Next up, we have the singer Her. H-E-R. It's a.
She was on a lot of the NBA commercials this finals this last year, singing
what's it called?
Nationwide acronym? Is on your side.
Acronym where it's like H.E.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
So it's initials.
Yeah.
I think is what you're looking for, or an acronym. Yeah. Okay.
I think she's like 25.
I'm sticking with 32.
Really? I think she's in her 20s.
I think that's too high, but I don't even know.
I'm with you. It takes a while to get that high up the list, doesn't it?
That's her with a Grammy.
I'm going with 31.
Oh.
She is 26. So Tatum, get a point.
You got a point. But you got a point.
Yeah,
we're at 2-1-0.
You got a point.
Next up, we have Sam Claflin.
I don't know who this is.
He's in
that
Hunger Games. He's also in.
Hey, who is he in Hunger Games?
Well, he's on the first Hunger Games. He's the I don't know, the dude that wears the chocolate necklace and is hot. He's in Me Before You.
Yep.
Enola Holmes.
I don't know. Okay.
I got drugged to that on a date once. It was awful.
Pop culture, man.
Very much a Gen Z conversation right now.
He's the one in the wheelchair and the girl that nannied him had the bumblebee tights and.
I didn't even watch that.
I don't even know what movie you're talking about.
Okay, never mind.
I rented that movie on a date and it was awful.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I love that movie.
Was he the water guy?
The water
from Hunger Games?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's see.
The guy that had like a trident. Or was that a whole
yeah,
movie?
I mean, kind of.
I don't know. It's been a while. Finnick. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
that's him. Okay. Oh, gee.
I'm gonna say 46.
Whoa, you went way high. Okay, interesting. Hunger Games was a while ago, wasn't it?
It was a while ago.
Right. And so was the movie Me Before You.
Was it? Okay.
38.
That's what I was going to say, too. Okay. Split difference. 42.
He is 37.
Oh.
So we're at 2-1.
Okay. Very good.
2-1. Next up, we have Khloe Kardashian.
Oh.
Is she our least famous person? I've never heard of her.
That's not. Oh yeah. You're not watching the newest season of the Kardashians.
Are they still on?
Yeah,
still a show.
Now it's The Kardashians on Hulu. You're not watching it?
To be fair,
I am.
I've never watched a single episode.
Me neither. Khloe Kardashian.
I feel like she's still young.
Who is that? Is Khloe like a sister to Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian?
Yep.
Where is she in
And
the
she
line?
has kids.
She's
She's
kids?
the youngest of the original Kardashians, not counting the Jenners.
Wait, how many Kardashians are there?
Well, because you have, so it goes Courtney,
I just want to get him talking.
goes Courtney, and then it goes Kim, and then it goes Khloe.
Okay.
And then you have
Kourtney,
Kendall
Kim, and Khloe.
Kylie Jenner. And then you also have Rob Jenner, who's thrown in there, but he doesn't do any of the reality TV stuff anymore. The son doesn't do anything anymore.
I feel like 30, 28, like, I don't know, somewhere in there.
What do you think?
I know she's not old, but she's a mama, so I don't know.
I'm going back to 32.
Again.
It hasn't won for me yet.
Okay, so we have 28, 32, so I'll say 34 to give us a nice range.
34?
Yeah.
She's 39.
Oh, wow.
She makes
She
my 40
looks
look
great.
bad.
So did anyone get a point on that one?
Nobody got a point.
Okay, I got.
Wait, does that mean I win?
No, we got one
there
more
more coming?
left.
Oh, man.
I gotta get a
Gotta
good
get a
photo
streak
of him.
going.
I am not doing too well.
Let's see. Where's the photo of him?
Oh, wait, this is a special round, though.
Did I save it into the wrong thing? I'm just gonna pull it up here. Is it not gonna show up?
No.
Show up, please.
Oh,
It's gonna be tiny.
We're not going to recognize him, I'm sure.
No, it's not gonna recognize him anyway. His name is Steer Online.
Steer Online.
Is a Twitch streamer who does racing games.
Oh.
So this
From
is
Brazil.
our least famous
Least
person?
famous. This is worth double points, by the way. It's our least famous person.
A Brazilian Twitcher.
Steer Online. He's a Twitch streamer from Brazil.
Wait, like steering a car? Like steer?
STERE Online.
Oh, online.
37.
I'm going like 25.
See, I like where you're going with that because this is that
Right.
generation, right?
Yeah, he's definitely young in the like his mom's basement kind of thing.
Yeah, it totally has that vibe here.
He does a little bit.
It does. You went 25?
Yep.
I'll go 29 then.
Okay.
Split difference.
He is 33.
I should have done 32.
Wait, what did you guess,
Why
though?
did I abandon 32?
What did you guess, though?
37.
Oh, not
So,
quite.
So, Mike, I think you've won the score.
Twice in a row.
1-1.
Wow.
This is a miracle. I hadn't won for like a month, so this is big. I beat Cody last week, and then thank you for this.
You're welcome.
Like you made this an incredible day.
They fed you, and then they
I got food. I won a competition. I got to meet entrepreneurs, which is like my favorite thing in the world. Seriously. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing your passion and your business. This is awesome. Seriously. Thank you all for listening to Mount Pleasant Live. Go and get some Preppin Momma candies, other foods, everything. It's just I trust me, verified by Mount Pleasant Live. Put a
MP Live stamp of
approval. This is legit good stuff. So thank you for coming on, and we'll see you all next week.